this session we are going to discuss about the electrical conductivity of liquids of class 8. See, in our house we can observe that the electricity flows from the main circuit to all appliances, electrical appliances. So how the electricity is passing from that main source to all electrical appliances means that is due to a copper wire. Here copper wire acts as a conductor. It conducts electricity and it passes electricity from main source to all the electrical appliances. And we know about a simple circuit. A simple circuit consists of a bulb, battery, switch and a copper wire. So if you connect the simple circuit and if you switch on the circuit, then the bulb will glow. So here who is helping to glow the bulb is battery is helping giving the voltage to the bulb, and the copper wire is conducting the electricity from the battery to the bulb. So if you consider a simple circuit which is having a battery and a switch and a bulb. So if you switch on the, if you on the switch or if you make the circuit to close, then the bulb will glow. So if you open it, that means if it is in off state, then the bulb will not glow, it will be in off state. So here we will use this circuit as a tester. So instead of the switch, if we use some materials to test whether the material is conducting the electricity or not, here if you place some materials, then in some cases the bulb will glow and in some cases the bulb will not glow. So if you place again copper wire, a piece of copper wire here, the bulb will glow. Or if you place a safety pin, if a safety pin is placed, then the bulb will glow. That means here safety pin is conducting the electricity and it is making the electricity to flow from it. And in the same way, by taking that safety pin away, if you use a rubber, a pencil, a piece of paper and a iron clip, and yes, if you observe the conduction of electricity, whether it is passing or not, by using these things, we observe that for some things the circuit will be closed and bulb will glow, and for things the circuit will be open and the bulb will not glow. So the materials or things which conduct or which allows the current to pass through them are called as conductors, and which do not allow the current to pass through them are called as insulators or bad conductors. So if you observe with the rubber will not allow the current to pass through it, so it is an insulator. And pencil, see, pencil we can consider two things. The outer surface is made up of wood and inside it's a graphite. So graphite will conduct the electricity whereas wood will not conduct the electricity. So if the copper wire is touching the graphite at both ends, the bulb will glow. If the copper wire is touching a wood, the bulb will not glow. And piece of paper is a insulator, so it can't conduct electricity. And coming to the iron clip will conduct the electricity as it is a metal. So almost all the metals are conductors and they are able to conduct electricity. In the same way, if you consider some liquids, will the electricity will be conducted by the liquids? Yes, that we will see in this session. we may hear that when the farmers are going to the field and switching on the motor, they use it to get the electric shocks. Yes, due to touching with the wet hands. And if a electric heater is placed at our home, and parents will caution you that don't go near the electric heater. So by seeing all this, we can understand that yes, liquids also conduct electricity. But can we say that all liquids will conduct electricity? Obviously, no. Some liquids will conduct electricity and some liquids will not conduct the electricity. So now let us consider some liquids, and for this we will consider a tester. Here a rubber cap, and there are two metals here, both are metals, and these metals are connected to a battery. These two metals are connected to a battery, and this battery is again connected to a bulb, a LED bulb. Like this. So, and these two are terminals. That means if we join the two terminals, the bulb will glow. Here actually the circuit is open. Reason is the two terminals are spread apart, they are separated by some distance. So the circuit is open now. So to make it close, what we will do is we will take a small bowl. In this bowl we will consider some liquids. So if the liquid is a conductor and if it is able to conduct electricity, then the circuit will be closed and the bulb will glow. If the liquid is not able to conduct electricity, then this will be an open circuit and bulb will not glow. So like that, this is our tester to know that whether the liquids or what type of liquids will conduct electricity and what type of liquids are unable to conduct the electricity. So if you consider some liquids, here I am considering some liquids: coconut oil, petrol, vinegar, milk, salt water, lemon water, yes, if you consider these liquids and if we test these liquids whether they conduct the electricity or not. So for conducting or for testing whether these liquids conduct electricity or not, what we have to do is we will take one by one liquid into this bowl. So as we took the liquid into the bowl, if it is a conductor, the circuit will be closed and bulb will glow. And after each and every liquid, what we have to do is we have to clean clean and rub the cap for every change of liquid. So here first if you consider a coconut oil here, the bulb will not glow. As the coconut oil is a bad conductor of electricity, the bulb remains to off. And after cleaning this, and if you pour petrol in it, petrol also can't conduct electricity, so the bulb will not glow. And after that, if you consider this vinegar, yes, the bulb will glow. The reason is a vinegar contains base. It is a base, so the base can make the circuit close and the bulb will glow. And after that, if you consider milk, for milk the bulb will glow. Reason is the milk contains lactic acid, so due to that the bulb will glow. And salt water, the bulb will glow as it is containing salt. And lemon water, the bulb will glow as it is containing the citric acid in it. So, like that, we can make the use of these liquids and this tester to test whether a liquid is conducting the electricity or not. So, coconut oil, it can't be a conductor. Petrol, no. Vinegar, yes. Milk, yes. Salt water, yes. And lemon water also, yes. And here, why we are considering only LED as a tester means LED can glow for very low voltages. Even the voltage is very less, it can able to glow a little. So if the voltage is high, it will glow brightly. So that's why we use LED as a tester. And here LED means light emitting diode. So these LEDs are mainly made up of semiconductors in group 3 and group 4 elements. Mainly these LEDs are made up of gallium arsenide. Gallium arsenide or gallium phosphate. So these LEDs are made up of gallium arsenide or gallium phosphate. And these LEDs have two terminals, a positive terminal and negative terminal. And the positive terminal of the LED will be long while comparing to the negative terminal of LED. And the positive terminal of the LED is called as anode and negative terminal of the LED is called as cathode.